What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We had a huge leak for the new Samsung XR headset, which is also known as Project Muhan. It looks like it's probably going to be called Galaxy XR, potentially the name of the headset when it's released and announced later in October. And we basically know, I wouldn't say everything about it, but a lot of stuff, especially stuff we hadn't heard of at all. So the device is rumored to be named Galaxy XR, like I mentioned. Leaked renders and screenshots, which I'm not going to show you any screenshots except for the one that's already out there because I'm pretty sure they'll copy strike the channel. So I'll link it down below. There's a million sites that have it, basically. But ultimately, the screenshots reportedly come from Samsung's internal source showing full device angles and UI. The design features include dual lenses with micro OLED displays, a forehead rest, an adjustable strap with tension knob, and an external battery pack to reduce the weight on the face. A couple of things here. These look really similar to Apple Vision Pro. They have the external battery like an Apple Vision Pro. If I showed it to you really quickly, you probably would think it's an Apple Vision Pro. When people see this thing, they're going to think it's an Apple Vision Pro. It looks very similar to that. Now, micro OLED displays on there, up to 4K resolution. Well, it is 4K resolution, so really, really high resolution on there. The UI is One UI XR, that's going to be what it's called, running on a new headset-oriented OS. The home screen shows Samsung, Google, and third-party apps. A top menu that gives access to home, Google search, Gemini, settings, notifications, date and time, etc. You've also got under the hood, you've got which is the processor inside, which is the Qualcomm XR2 Plus Gen 2 processor, which we've seen benchmarks and they're pretty good. 6 tracking sensors, so there's 4 front and then there's 2 at the bottom. These are basically cameras. The depth sensor near the forehead mount. There's 4 eye tracking cameras around the lenses. There is microphones scattered across the device for voice commands. Comes with 2 controllers in the box. That's one of the brand new things about this, is that there's actually going to be controllers that you can use. Now, you will be able to use this independently of the controllers. You can use your hands, but if you want to get into like real VR gaming, or you want to get into any other kind of game that would utilize those controls, you're going to be able to. And again, they come inside the box. You don't have to purchase these separately, so it's a nice little grab for them. The claimed weight is 545 grams, excluding the battery, which could add which could be 50 to 100 grams lighter than Apple's headset. So it's looking like it's going to be about up to 100 grams lighter than the Apple Vision Pro. Battery life about 2 hours of general use, possibly a bit longer for passive tasks like watching movies. So don't expect to be able to use this for like ever and ever and ever. You're gonna have to plug a power source into that battery, or bring along another portable battery so you can use it for longer. The device has been previously in prototype form, and it's been showed off. Hands-on sample was reviewed in December of last year. Rumored launch later this month, October 2025. There's a lot of interesting stuff in there. I think for me, what I'm most looking forward to is it's lighter. It looks like not as bulky as the Apple Vision Pro. 4K resolution in those screens, and Samsung makes some crazy screens, but I can't remember if they're making it or Sony's making it. All the cameras and features built into it. It's cool that it comes with the controllers, which is a lot better for gaming. You don't have to use a separate purchased controller of any sort. And then all the Google support. I love YouTube and all that. I'm assuming Netflix will probably be on here as well. And if they're not, they will be shortly. And those are apps that are not on the Apple Vision Pro. The price point is looking somewhere between $1,800 and $3,000. It's funny if they they're not going to price the controllers at $1,200, but like if they came out with a bare bones version of this and it was $1,800 with no controllers, that might be very tempting for me even. But at the same time, it'd be cool to have the controllers. But this is one of those devices that is, I don't think it'll be really popular because of the price point it's at this year. It's going to be, 10, 20 years in the future when this thing gets smaller and lighter and more inexpensive compared to what we got right now. What are your thoughts on this? Check out those screenshots too. Let me know what you think. Have a great day. We'll see you guys down the road. Peace.